Hey there everyone! Welcome to episode 3 of Survival Life, my Minecraft tutorial series. I am your host for today, Unlikely Waffle. Today's episode is going to be all about food. I'm going to show you how to get it, how to cook it, and then how to eat it afterwards. So without any further ado, let's get started. I know we're going to talk about food today, but first I'm going to give you a couple more tools to make it a little bit easier on yourself. The first one today is a bow, as in bow and arrow, like what you would see a skeleton using. The other one is a fishing rod, so that you can get fish from almost any water source, even if your water source isn't all that large. Anyways, to make a bow, all you need to do is put 3 sticks in a sideways V shape in your crafting table. After that, you take 3 string, which luckily I got from the cave last episode, and put it in a straight line on the side. And now you have a brand new bow to work with. Let's put that down in the inventory. The fishing rod is going to be kind of similar to the bow, at least in its materials. Instead of a V pattern, all you're going to do is put them in a diagonal. And then after that, you take 2 string and put it below that. And there's your fishing rod. Let's just put this right back here then. And let's grab our arrows while we're here. All 8 of them. The thing with arrows, unlike other tools, is that to use them, you don't actually need them equipped in the hotbar at all. As long as they're somewhere in your inventory, you're good. All you really need is your bow. Also, while we're here, I'm just going to make a couple more axes. Let's just make 2. This time I'm going to make them out of iron, so that way they won't degrade as fast. Let's just stack them up here. That's just the way I like to stack them. So they're all right in a row like that. Almost like it's feeding it. And so, yeah, let's go. And so, one of our 3 main sources of meat are chickens, pigs, and cows. For poultry, pork, and beef, respectively. Of course. And look, here's some pigs already, right in our front step. Come here, Mr. Piggy. I just want your meat. You might have to not be living anymore, though. Look at me. I need to see the whites of your eyes before I kill you. Hey, don't run away. Don't run away, no. Alright, so as you can see with the stone sword, it only takes 2 hits to kill the pig. And we got 1 raw pork chop out of that. Sometimes you might even be able to get up to 3 pork chops out of a pig. Let's just go over here. Come on, Mr. Piggies. And sprint, I don't know if I've said that before, it's a toggle on and off with your control button. While you're walking, you just press control once and you don't have to hold it again, and you'll just sprint for as long as you're moving. Hello. Die. Don't hit the grass. What are you doing? Goodbye. Oh look, hello Mr. Sheep. You're not useful yet. I'll talk to you next episode. And as you can see, that's giving us 7 raw pork chops out of 3 pigs. 3? Yeah, 3 pigs. That's a pretty good amount right there. Oh look, horse. Fantastic. Ooh, what is this over here? Oh my, that is a village, nice and close. Look. There's our house, and look, there's our arrow, so we can see it. Luckily, it's daytime, so we don't really need it right now. But there's a village. Alright, so pretty much pigs are right on our front step and almost endless here. However, I have not really seen many chickens around here yet. I may stumble upon a couple, but... and also beef, cows, I have seen some, but they're a fair distance away still. They're about 400 blocks in that direction. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there, so I will see you in a couple of seconds. Alright, here we are. I have found the cows. They are all just clustered around here. Eventually, it'll be a little bit of a pain trying to get them all back home, but for now, I just want their flesh. Hello, Fred. I'm going to name you Fred. You okay with that name? Hello? Are you alive? You're not anymore. No. Come back. No. Okay, so as you can see, it took about two hits to kill them with a stone sword. If you use an iron or diamond sword, it'll take even less hits, because those ones are stronger. And the cows, no matter what sword you have a finite amount of health. So that is 3 or 4 cows, and we got 10 pieces of meat. So it's about the same ratio as for the pigs. Hello. Oh, okay, I almost ran into that. That here is a ravine. These are pretty much just like deep gouges into the earth. They take you down so many levels with hardly any effort at all. That's why they're really good for mining. I might be able to survive that if I fall down there, but I would never chance that because otherwise everything's just going to run right into that lava and burn. And I don't want to do that. We'll use this spot for the episode on mining. So I'm going to mark that by making a large stack of dirt and then putting a torch on top of it. Similar idea to the arrow, but a little bit simpler. The reason that I am making a double wide stack of dirt is because one I am going to use to put the torch on top. And the other one is our elevator back down, so that I can get back down to the ground without dying. And that's how we mark that. Alright, so while I am right here next to the ocean, I'm going to take the opportunity to do some fishing. All you need to do is equip the fishing pole in your hand. You right click to toss it into the water, and you can see that the hook is marked with a red and white bobber, so it makes it really easy to see out there. The wait time to catch something is anywhere between 5 and 45 seconds. When you are about to catch something, you'll see a line of bubbles moving towards the bobber. When it gets pulled underwater, you right click again to pull it back up. Be quick about that though, as you only have about half a second to do so. You have a chance of catching fish, pufferfish, junk, or even treasure out there. So we'll just wait around to get a bite. You can see that the hook stays attached no matter how much you move around, as long as you stay within 35 blocks of the hook. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so I just caught a pufferfish. Not the best catch, to be honest, because they are poisonous if you eat them. They are, however, useful in brewing potions, so we'll just keep it for that. I'll do this a few more times and see what I get. Okay, so we have a creeper over here. He doesn't see us, but we can see him, so just equip the bow and hold right click to power it up. If you just tap the right button only, you'll get very little power out of it. And I want to get maximum, so I'll hold it for a while. I like to aim above their heads because the arrow does drop a little bit. Just let it go and you'll hit them. As you can see, if you charge it to maximum, it will deal extra damage, which is indicated by these white sparkles all over. You can get that same effect with the sword by dropping while swinging. Now we're back home, obviously. I was able to catch quite a few more fish out there. I even caught a salmon, which is awesome. Okay, now for cooking. Unfortunately, I could not find any chickens for some reason today. We do have pork and beef though, so we're good. You can eat either of these meats raw, no problem whatsoever. They just won't provide as much hunger as when they're cooked. I'm going to eat them as they are, just raw, to show how much they provide. For the pork, if it's raw, hold the right click to eat it, and it'll give you about 2 of those meat sticks down there, as you can see. However, if you cook it, it gives you about 4. Same with the beef. Raw is 2 and cooked is 4, so there's not really a reason not to cook the meat, unless you're just really desperate or you don't have a furnace or fuel. Chicken is not as efficient as those other meats, though. It will only provide 1 shank when it's raw, and 3 shanks after it's cooked. So it's not that bad, but it's not as good as steak or pork either. However, raw chicken, pufferfish, and rotten flesh, which you get from zombies, are special circumstance foods. When you eat them, they will poison you. This results in your hunger bar depleting a lot faster than usual. It can also deplete your health down to half a heart on normal mode. That's if you eat a pufferfish or a poisoned potato. The chance of food poisoning happening depends on the food eaten. With raw chicken, you get poisoned about 30% of the time. Rotten flesh is 80%, and pufferfish will infect you every single time you eat it. Alright, to show you what food poisoning is like, I'm going to eat this pufferfish. Okay, so yeah, you can see it's killing my health. The effects are seen as bubbles around me. The different colors are for different effects. It's also seen as a countdown in the inventory. Okay. So you saw over on this side was the effects countdowns. The poison one's still going. The poison effect will drop you down to a half heart or single health point on survival mode. If you're on hardcore mode though, it will kill you completely. The thing about all effects, not just poisoning hunger, is that the effects do not stack. So if you get poisoned again, it doesn't add a full effect on top of the one already going. All it does is restore that one to its full duration. Say you had 15 seconds left of an effect that lasts 30 seconds. If you get that one again, it will not bring it up to 45 seconds. Instead, it'll just restore it to 30. There is a way to get rid of any effect early though. The way we do that is to go over to the bench. You take 3 iron ingots and you put them in a V shape like this, and you get a bucket. So then what do we do with that? What you would do with that is to go over to a cow and right click on the cow with the bucket, which fills it with milk. You can do that as many times as you want, as long as you have an empty bucket in your hand. Drinking milk will cancel out any effect you have, be it good or bad. Okay, now that we have plenty of raw meat, our goal is to get cooked meat from it. The way we do that is exactly the same as how we would get smooth stone or iron. We just stick it in the furnace with some fuel. And there we go, we got cooked pork chops. Let's just put that back in our inventory. It looks like I'm a bit hungry right now, a little bit less than 3 meat shanks away from a full bar. So I will just eat some of this meat. And now I'm back up to a full bar because I was less than 4 meat shanks away from a full bar. One last thing to mention for today is the depletion of your hunger bar. When you sprint, it will deplete a lot faster than if you were walking or standing still. Also, when your bar has 2 or more shanks missing, your health will stop regenerating, so it's a good idea to always have some kind of food on hand. If you let your hunger bar get completely gone though, you will begin to starve. Unlike poison, it won't stop at a point. It will continue to deplete your health until you either eat something or you die. Thank you all for watching today, I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a like and comment if you want to, and I look forward to seeing you next time. So long, everyone.